point. What do you understand from this picture? I would like all of you to speak. Suhas, are you there? Suhas?
He's on a phone call, sir. Just a minute, you got a customer phone call.
Okay. Okay, what do you understand from this picture? Madhavanji, can you speak?
The first dog is running, and the second one is trying to chase that as well. I mean, there is a risk that actually that it may be getting stuck in the tire or something like that. I mean, that's what I'm able to see in this.
No, the dog is chasing another dog. The dog is chasing the car. Both the dogs are chasing the car.
No, both are chasing the car.
It seems to be both are chasing the car.
Yes,
Right.
both are chasing the car.
I think
Any
both the
idea
dogs
why?
are thinking. Both the dogs are thinking that it is another animal, sir. The car, they are not. They think like they are actually chasing some other animal.
Welcome back, Madhu. We were missing you yesterday.
Sir, as for me, one
Yeah.
dog is chasing the car, another one dog is following the other dog.
Okay. Okay. So, then what is your view?
Sir, both the dogs are chasing the car.
Any purpose?
I think sometimes car engines make some sound, I think, which they can hear and they get upset about.
Okay. Okay. See, there's a say in in down south of Tamil Nadu. I'll try to say in English. The dog neither has time nor has work. Okay. நாய்க்கு நேரமும் இல்லை வேலையும் இல்லை. This is what we say in Tamil. Okay. So dog is something which is always busy if you notice. It keeps chasing or it is getting chased by something without any direction or without any purpose. Dog is an animal on the road which can be very, very busy. Agree with me?
Yeah.
So I also find a lot of people like this in the organization like this. I call them MAFA culture, mistaking activities for achievements. It is possible to be very busy without being effective. I see people working 12 hours, 13 hours, 14 hours, running here, there, chased by everyone. They also keep chasing many people. But at the end of the day, if you ask them to write what they have achieved, it's a big zero. How many of you see such people in the organization? Where you find people working 12 to 13 hours every day, chasing so many things. Do we see such people in the company?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is there.
So what do we tell them? What do we consider them? We consider them as a great people, putting a lot of efforts. Many a times, many bosses feel happy if they see their subordinate working late night. Am I right? Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So many of us are, living in this something called MAFA culture. I would rather suggest you should all follow mafia culture. What mafia does, they target whatever it is, to loot somebody or to kill somebody. They fix a target, do a very detailed, clear action plan, allot the right resources, select the right people who are trained, who has got skills, and allot that people and give them whatever resources they need, and provide all the necessary motivation to them, and give a detailed action plan, and they achieve it. They do it or not?
Yes.
Okay. So it is not necessary that somebody is there in the company, for longer hours, and somebody seems to be, doing a lot of busy work. Doesn't mean that he is actually achieving it. It is very important to see somebody going the right direction, working towards a goal, working towards a vision, with the right skills, provided with the necessary resources, with the right motivated mind, with a detailed action plan. So from this MAFA culture, we have to come to this VSMRA culture. So that is going to be the first step of changing the culture of the organization, the way of working. So many of us, feel, sir, what to do, sir? This guy is working so long every day, sir. How or how we can call him and tell him he's not achieving. There's no point. You don't need to do so much of efforts, if we are in the right direction and if we are able to. See, there are only two reasons why somebody is extremely busy. Either he is overloaded with the work or he is inefficient, and both are wrong. If he is inefficient, we have to find out what are his weaknesses in terms of skills or competence that has to be provided. If he is overloaded, that could be only two reasons. Either he is short of people, or we have overloaded him with the work, or the people below him are not taking care of their work, so he is doing his work, or he is doing his subordinate's work. Both are wrong. So we need to find out in every level, Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry, please go on.
Yes, sir. Okay. So we need to find out at every level, where is the kind of inefficient people are there and what is to be done to help them to become efficient, what kind of skills to be or competence to be, developed, and they should be trained. Here, if somebody is overloaded, then we need to find out what is the reason for it, whether, he is not given the right resources and right kind of support, or people, who are working under him are not doing their job. So wherever the correction has to be done, you have to correct it. And we always say, I always discuss with many other people, you recruit somebody for the attitude and the kind of positiveness they have. Skills and competence can be built. Skills and competence can be developed if you have people with right attitude and right kind of mindset. So if you have people who don't have right kind of attitude, right kind of mindset, please find a way to use them where they are more suitable. Don't get stuck with them and start doing their job. He will be enjoying his life and you will be doing his job, and you will not be able to justify doing your own job. So this is a very, very important thing to start with. First, identify people who are. We will be discussing in method and how to classify people. I will be taking one example from Nash only. We'll be discussing how to classify people and how to make an action plan. So when you make this kind of action plan, keep your emotions away and see what is good for the organization. Then see who is fitting where and who is not fitting, find a way to where to fit. Probably somebody who is not fitting in your unit may be suitable for some other unit, depending upon the culture. Or somebody sitting in production who is not fit, probably he is fit more for inspection or more for quality control or more for quality assurance or for marketing or for costing. Then find a way out and do it. There was one guy in one of the Hosur company where I was consulting. There was one person who was a general manager manufacturing. But somehow, he was, I was more than convinced, and the management was more than convinced that he is not the right fit for manufacturing at all. He was placed in the position because he has been there with the company for so long, and from the beginning he is there. He has been promoted like that. So we kept on working with them, almost for 1.5 years, not in Hosur, in Bomasandrasari. 1.5 years we worked on him, but it was not there in basic system itself. He was not able to come up at all. So then we told him, probably, you're not the right fit for manufacturing, and what else you think you can do? So he wanted to take up administration. He said, sir, I will try to do administration. So since he was there with the company for long years, the management said, let us try with him in administration. After we moved him to administration, whether he did a good administration job or not, but he was able to do the gardening activities and the kind of landscape he made. He literally made the company look like a 5-star hotel from the external view. And the housekeeping, he was focusing inside the company was tremendous. The whole company was looking very different, looking really world class. All the customers were happy. Though when he was a manufacturing manager, he was not focusing on these things. He was not doing it. After becoming an administration manager, he did that. And after 2 years, he came back and said, sir, I'm starting a housekeeping and gardening consultancy, so I want to leave. And that guy is doing so well in Bangalore now. Okay. So probably, we are trying to ask a fish to climb a tree. The fish, whatever training you give, the fish will not be able to climb a tree. Okay. So it is very important to identify who is fit for what, irrespective of their qualifications, irrespective of how many years they are in this particular function. Wherever they are suitable, do it. If they are not at all suitable in terms of attitude and positivity, then better part with. So this is going to be an important activity for you, because I always say, if I am not so serious about my job, how long my boss will be serious about my job? I also should be equally serious about my job. So this is what I would like to say here. So when you are trying to get into do a big changes in management systems, or other, for that matter, any of these M's, where each M will be actually implemented by the people. So any changes in the management is going to affect all other 6 M's also. So any change you do in the management, before that, find out who are the people you are going to go forward with, or who are the people you are going to keep in which function to go forward. So that's very important to find out who are all efficient people and effective people, and how to take them forward.